Fortnite left this item shop emote in for just 18 minutes, decided to completely remove this skin from Winterfest, and did you know there is a rogue employee secretly adding OG cosmetics back to the item shop? The mistakes don't stop there though, because Fortnite just had to fix a glitch where a character's skin tone would change based on the body part. That's definitely a good way of getting yourself in trouble, so I guess Travis Scott isn't the only skin that's canceled now. But speaking of customizable cosmetics, why is no one asking about the new apparel cosmetic feature that was leaked before Chapter 4 released? We assumed that Epic was finally going to release this concept they've been planning for years, or at the very least add weapon charms to the game. But once Chapter 4 released, I haven't heard anyone talk about it. I just found out that they were meant to launch these in the Chapter 2 Battle Pass as well, so I wonder why they keep on getting delayed. These sort of cosmetics would have been the perfect gifts to spice up Winterfest a bit, because while I am thankful for free stuff, I think the rewards are lacking just a little bit this year. This is the first Winterfest where we didn't have a crossover present, because in 2021 we had this really cool glider from the Matrix, and then before that we had the Millennium Falcon glider as a present. Fortnite introduced so many collabs in December, yet we couldn't have one present that featured an item from one of these sets. Also, hardly anyone has noticed that Fortnite didn't bring back the sneaky snowmen for Winterfest either. This is one of the funniest items they've ever had, so why didn't they give it to us this year? Alright, enough complaining for now, but did you know that the original bush item that created so many Fortnite memories hasn't been in the game since Chapter 1? Well, there is good news, because it is receiving a revamp, and it will soon be reintroduced as the big bush grenade. So now you should be able to camouflage your teammates as well, and I think this item will be super useful because there are a ton of bushes on the current map, which will make your personal bush less noticeable and more of a hassle for people to check for players in every single one. Now, thankfully, Chapter 4 brought us motorcycles, but some of us wondered if the scooter type vehicle first spotted in the Chapter 3 Season 3 trailer would be released alongside of it. Unfortunately, it looks like that vehicle is gone forever, because Fortnite is planning to add different variants of the motorcycle now. There is a cruiser version, which will probably look like a Harley Davidson motorcycle, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll actually get them as an official crossover. There is also a sport variant, which will hopefully be able to go faster than the current motorcycles. Maybe we'll get lucky and get like a Ducati collab or something. But moving on, I'm sure most of us believed that the Herald is just gone forever, and that her being a part of the tree on the map is just a cool little Easter egg to commemorate that live event. However, it turns out that there are actually audio files associated with this point of interest, including a death breath and a wood stress sound. So then when you consider that this concept was a part of a recent official Fortnite skin survey, it doesn't seem so far-fetched that we could see a different version of the Herald emerge. Once the Ageless and the Oathbound finish building that new Rift Stargate at the Citadel, I think something from any reality could make its way to the Chapter 4 island. And hopefully that includes one of the rideable flying animals that was leaked before Chapter 4 released. Honestly, dragons kind of fit the whole medieval castle type theme we've got going on in the map right now, so it would kind of make sense. Realistically, I can't think of many other options for a rideable flying animal, so that kind of makes it more convincing as well. And then also the Chapter 1 Season 2 Battle Pass was medieval times themed, so while it is kind of a stretch, maybe this could mean that Chapter 4 Season 2 will be medieval times themed as well. And speaking of older seasons, you guys may have noticed that there have been OG emotes being released in the item shop again that hadn't been seen in years. The first day, the Tidy emote was in the item shop for less than an hour before Fortnite Status announced that they were removing that section of the item shop for the day. Tidy hadn't been in the shop for 1,455 days before that, so it seemed like it could be an honest mistake. But then a couple days later, Rambunctious appeared in the item shop for just minutes before that section of the item shop was removed as well. Rambunctious hadn't been in the shop for a whopping 1,500 days before that. Clearly, an Epic Games employee was not happy and was either trying to troll the community or make the owners of Fortnite really mad, since Fortnite took action to remove the emotes very quickly. These emotes returning actually angered a lot of the Fortnite OGs, but personally, ever since they re-released Recon Expert, I stopped caring about having OG cosmetics in general, and I figured everyone else didn't care either. Even more Fortnite players are angry about the change to weekly quests though. You used to be able to wait until the end of the season to complete all of your weekly quests and rack up a ton of XP in a short period of time, basically allowing you to shoot up to level 100 within a day. Fortnite clearly doesn't want people doing that anymore though, because now weekly quests are going to expire at the end of each week. There are a ton of complaints about this online, so I wonder if Fortnite's gonna revert the change or not. Moving on, I'm sure we were all wondering whether the entire map would be covered in snow for winter this year, and unfortunately it wasn't. This was the first time since 2017 that no extra snow was added for Christmas, but I'll give them a break since they did just come out with a brand new map. In fact, they deliberately removed snow from the part of the biome that contains the gas station. I guess this sort of serves as an Easter egg because they're essentially trying to say that gasoline causes global warming, which would cause the snow to melt. Out of everything Fortnite has removed so far in Chapter 4, I'm most disappointed that this crackshot version of Fish Stick didn't make it into Winterfest this year. There is a chance it was released in the item shop since I made this video, but either way, I wish it would have been one of the free presents. The next worst thing has got to be the removal of the Clombos. The fact they decided to completely wipe them from the files makes me wonder how long it'll be before we get them on the map again. I don't remember exactly how long they were here in Chapter 3, but there's no way it was more than a couple seasons, right? Unfortunately, guys, I have even more bad news though, because Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, has confirmed that custom skins will not be coming to Creative 2.0 for a while. This is really bad because I think this takes away from the potential creativity of new maps and modes a lot, especially if we can't create like custom enemies and stuff like that. I'm still very curious to see what Creative 2.0 offers when it releases at the end of January, but I'm really starting to feel like I may have got my hopes up too much. But moving on, guys, with the release of Doomslayer in this season's Battle Pass, Fortnite has nearly released all of the crossovers that they accidentally leaked in a live stream. The only one remaining is the Family Guy crossover. We did have that one Family Guy Easter egg in Chapter 3 with the bathtub hanging on at the end of that broken building. And funny enough, a while ago, they actually planned to have a bathtub vehicle. There was one version where it was kind of on a track, like a train, but there are also concept images with this same sort of bathtub where it would actually float on its own. So if they're saving the Family Guy collab to drop at the same time as this, hey, I would not complain. But finally, guys, let's end off with an emote that Fortnite only allowed to be in the game for a few minutes, and that was during one of the recent concerts where you could do the coin dance emote for a limited time. This emote never came to the item shop for some reason, and well, we're all still hoping that one day Fortnite allows us to buy this thing. But that's gonna do it, guys. Drop a like if you learned something new, subscribe and leave a comment with your epic ID if you want to possibly get gifted one day, and check out this video if you're bored still.